call this meeting to order. And we'll have.
Madam Mayor, hate to see you get started on the wrong foot, but I think they really make a mistake by not saluting the flag and pledge allegiance to the flag before everything gets going.
You and you can talk about it in just a few minutes. Okay.
Got the cart or the
Thank you.
horse.
Thank you. All right. Our swearing in, ceremonial swearing in of the new elected officers. So that will be Council 3, 4, 5, and myself.
All right.
Okay.
So repeat after me, and when I say state your name, and I will say state your position, and then you'll state your position. So I
Okay.
state your name.
Okay.
Jan Davis.
You solemnly swear or affirm
Do solemnly swear or affirm
that I am a citizen of the United States and the state of Washington, that I am legally qualified to assume the office of,
legally qualified to assume the office of
state your office,
Mayor, city council member.
City Council 4,
City Council Position 5.
that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
and the state of Washington,
and the state of Washington.
and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties
that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties
of this office to the best of my ability.
of this
This
office
office
to
to the best of my ability.
Item number 3, items from the public.
Okay, first on the list would be Jewel Hardy, and remember we have a time constraint.
Yeah.
What is
And
it?
then
That
it-
time constraint is 3 minutes.
oh. Second. Okay,
I begin.
Go ahead.
yes.
My name is Jewel Hardy and I live within Pacific County. I'm not quite sure who had decided to put this on the agenda. Now, item number 7, which I object to. There are the people on the council. It's not been an issue before. So I'm going to make the most of my 3 minutes. And if you could kindly take numbers of my questions, then you can answer my questions when I'm all done. So you really know how to pull in a crowd here. So first of all, my first question number 1 is who decided that our pledge of allegiance was to be omitted from meetings? And second question, what was the reason? Is there an objection to one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice? So I think this is kind of a disrespect mostly to our veterans. Item number 3. So respect should be given to those who decide they want to recite the rights of the people in the council and also in the audience should have the right to recite if they want to. And if there are those who object to the Pledge of Allegiance, refrain from reciting. And I don't think anybody will hit anyone else for that. Number 4, so the protocol for removal, it would seem, would require a council decision. So being as the meeting started tonight without the Pledge of Allegiance, I assume that that has been flip-flopped or protocol hasn't been followed. It must be some kind of a violation of protocol according to city council rules. And if this is a definite result of somebody's personal belief, then it is a violation of chapter 4, page 12 of your city council protocol to impose a personal opinion to be that of the entire council. So if there's a personal agenda, this is my number 5. If there's a personal agenda then I would like to see a transparency and know what that agenda is that has to do with the Pledge of Allegiance. So I hope that's within my 3 minutes, and I don't think you guys are time, so if I can get answers, I'll write them down. Thank you.
So we don't do answers during this time frame, but we will answer them later. So appreciate that. So
So the next one is Millie Clement.
A lot of you know me already. I've worked here before for 26 years, and I've found that people don't usually attend meetings unless there's something like this that comes up, and then you're going to have a house full. But I want to remind people, don't take it out on the employees because they are at the whim of the mayor and the council. And the mayor and the council are at your whim. So if you have complaints, you guys need to come in numbers and let the mayor and council know that you're unhappy about it. And the mayor answers to the council. So I also disagree with item number 7. And I think a lot of people who have lost their loved ones fighting for that flag, you know, and to say that it's because it doesn't have justice for all or whatever. Those are words. I feel like we've fought for that flag for years, and it's something that means a lot to most of us that are Americans. So.
thank you for coming, Millie.
Kate O'Neill.
Yes, I'm 75. And I've seen a lot of documentaries of crowds, you know, with Hitler and with other dictators. And I see them doing these unthinking rituals. And I have not and will not ever salute the flag of this country. Part of the reason is I am part Cherokee and am familiar with that history as well. Very. So even though, of course, my father fought in World War II, and a number of my friends were drafted. Some did not come from Vietnam. It's not something that I can possibly do. I just can't.
Thank you for sharing.
Jerry Bowman.
That's me. And most of you know me. I used to sit in Darren's chair a few years back. So I have a prepared statement. It'll meet the 3-minute requirement. I'd just like to read it. It's come to my attention that an item on tonight's city council meeting agenda is to discuss the elimination of the Pledge of Allegiance at future city council meetings. I'm here to state that as a citizen of South Bend and a former city councilor, I am adamantly against this proposal. This time-honored tradition has been part of South Bend history for generations, and I believe is supported by the majority of South Bend citizens and voters. I find it both interesting and appalling that newly elected city leaders have chosen this topic to lead off their new administration discussions. Why? What message are we really trying to send here? Does the new administration want to move away from expressing loyalty to our nation? Do they want to stop fostering patriotism, promoting unity in a diverse city? Is the recommendation to eliminate the pledge being driven by a select few for their own personal ideology? For me, the pledge represents a very good civic reminder that we all have a responsibility to help uphold the nation's core values and democratic foundations. When being recited, we all have, by law, the choice to speak the words. We deserve that choice. I believe eliminating the pledge at our city council meetings will be viewed by many as a disrespect to our nation. I highly recommend the city council, after meeting and discussing this topic, vote to reinstate the Pledge of Allegiance during city council meetings. And I would take it one step further. I would like to recommend to the city council that you pass a city ordinance requiring the Pledge of Allegiance at the beginning of all city-related meetings. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg.
Carl Weber.
The second, sorry. I know, so sorry. Thank you, Carla, for understanding.
My name is Carla Weber. I live here on First Street and I sat in Jan's spot for, I think, about 12 years. And you know how to bring a crowd. That's good. So, of course, what I want to talk about is eliminating the pledge. So I prepared a statement. So the pursuit of justice does matter deeply in this community. Many people have dedicated their lives to it and some have lost their lives in its name. In this town, justice is not absent. It is lived out every day by hundreds of people doing valuable, often unseen work, both within our community and beyond our city limits. These efforts don't contradict the Pledge of Allegiance, they embody it. Given that reality, I think it's fair to ask, why are we questioning the Pledge of Allegiance when the need for justice and the work being done in its name is so visible and so real in our community? That work takes many forms here, doesn't it? Crisis intervention advocates protecting abused women and children while navigating an often unfair and dismissive legal system. The Chinook Nation continuing to fight for rights long denied. Special education professionals working tirelessly to serve children despite limited funding and resources. Prosecutors, defense attorneys, victim advocates, police officers striving for accountability and fairness. Veteran advocates helping service members overcome long denied medical access and bureaucratic barriers so they can receive the benefits they duly deserve. And of course, the men and women who proudly served send boot camp, those currently serving overseas, and those who made the ultimate sacrifice in the name of justice, democracy, and freedom for us and for others around the world. There are far too many individuals and organizations to name, but their work is real and it's happening now as we speak. Removing the pledge risks sending the message that shared civic values should be set aside when they are difficult to live up to. History shows us otherwise. The pledge has always been spoken during times of imperfection, during struggle, reform, and change, because it represents who we aspire to be, not who we claim to be. If we recite the Pledge of Allegiance once justice is fully achieved and only do it that way, we would never say it at all. So I would like to ask you to please vote to reinstate the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you.
Bob Hall.
I'm Bob Hall, also a former city council member. Started in 81 and 30 years off and on after that. First, I wanted to talk about EMS, the Pacific County EMS. Recently, we purchased 4 life pack units. The older ones were basically going out of date at $70,000 each. It was a major purchase. And now that they've, I think we did that at our October meeting. They have them, and I think the training has been done for Raymond Fire. The question is, would you like to see a demonstration of the life pack, the new life pack system? Sure. All right, I will communicate that at our next EMS meeting. I did want to talk about the pledge too. As a teacher and a substitute teacher for over 50 years, probably the last 2 years, I've led the pledge 100 times. More than 100 times, but I'm also, maybe Millie exceeds my institutional memory, but when I started under Mayor Kimura, we didn't do the pledge, and under Mayor Spurrell, we didn't do it, at least at the beginning. I don't remember when it started. I was, and I don't remember it was a vote by the council. My best guess, it might have been Gene Shaughnessy that would have requested it, knowing the past city council member. But in any case, between the time that we didn't do it and the time that we did, I can't say there was any difference. So I'm sort of neutral on it.
Mr. Bob?
Diantha, what up?
I'm going to withhold my statement right now. I just want to point out that it's not legally required by either a national or state laws to recite this pledge of allegiance.
Thank you, Diana.
And I'm looking at that, we're frankly, reciting the pledge doesn't mean you're a patriot or not. It doesn't prove a dang thing. That's it.
Thank you.
Veronica, I'm not able to say your last name.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I signed, don't ignore it, I should not have.
Okay, okay. Chris Thompson?
I thought we were signing in.
Okay. That's it for the public.
Okay.
So
Did you have to sign up?
you
I'll take
Go ahead.
10 seconds.
go ahead and speak, yes.
Lisa Olson, I sat in that seat, former city council person. Almost 55-year resident of South Bend, and I would very much hope that the council will choose not to end this day with us respecting our country and our flag. Thank you.
I think so.
Okay. That's it for the
In person.
person.
Is there anybody on the Zoom?
Dawn, I know you didn't sign up, but did you want to speak now?
Oh, said my piece, I won't
Okay,
let you know.
I will.
okay,
I'll take his place.
okay.
I sat where Teresa is sitting right now for a dozen or so years. And I was kind of surprised that it was a decision sort of made by one person. That wasn't even mayor yet. She wasn't mayor until about, 15, 20 minutes ago. So just to unilaterally make that decision bothered me.
Thank you.
Well, we're talking about where everybody sat. I sat in that one over there.
Item 4.
Do we have anybody online? Has anybody online indicated?
Oh, there goes somebody.
Someone came off mute, but I'm not sure. Are you off mute? Oh,
I don't think anybody's.
Something was talking.
It was the radio.
He said it was something stall.
Yeah. Okay. Do you mind muting yourself? You can do that.
There we
Okay.
go.
Thank you.
It's got the power.
Right. Item number 4. Entertain a vote for the approval of agenda and consent agenda and minutes from the regular meeting from December 8th. 2025. Where did we say 2025?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Yes, I'd like to say, I do not approve of the agenda as written,
Correct.
so I cannot, approve it. The council was notified of this Friday, and that's when I found out
Mhm.
of the change. So I'd like to make an amendment for all future future agendas, to place the Pledge of Allegiance back to its number 2.
All those cars over there are because of the Pledge of Allegiance.
I guess. Okay, and so I would like to motion that the Pledge of Allegiance return to its traditional number 3 position on the future city council meeting agenda.
Number 2 position, correct.
Take a vote.
Any other discussion though? Well, we gotta vote first. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor?
I lied to Anderson to cover the kid. You out him. My career's over too.
Are we listening to a soap opera or
Hey,
what's going on there?
All right. Thank you. Did you made a statement?
What?
Wait.
Pledge.
Oh,
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 5, correspondence.
We have 3 letters of correspondence in support of the creative district application. And they have been distributed to the council members. From Christina Balcom, Heather Hamilton, and Anna Lewis.
Just because they were lengthy, he didn't want to read them out loud. Is that okay?
yeah, pardon me?
Because they were so lengthy, he didn't want to read them out loud. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
okay?
we have them,
Okay,
unless somebody in the audience wants to hear them.
we can.
What was their
Yeah.
subject?
Regarding the creative district application that is going to be presented about on the next agenda item. And then, so we will be moving on to item number 6, Bill Dorn, starting the creative district. Thank you, Bill. You have the floor.
So I'm Bill Dorn, and I'm a member of the board of the Willapa. And several times in the past, Raymond has wanted to create what's called a creative arts district. So the Washington Arts Association creates these districts. You see them sometimes, like if you're driving through Olympia, inside of the highway, the creative arts district. And so Raymond is going to start applying for that. And there were several folks here in South Bend that wanted to join our application. So that's what I'm here tonight to talk about. There isn't a cost to the application. It's just a long, tedious process of creating what the art district is and the resources that we have. It's designed to be an economic development tool, to get people to stop into town. There are some monies that come with it once the state approves it. They're not huge. But what it does do is open us up to the possibility of getting lots of grants more easily. Because there are some grant fairs out there that focus on these creative districts. There's some initial money to help with signage and that kind of thing. Like if you walk Highway 12, when you go through, Packwood and those towns along there, everyone has this same sign outside of it. Those stone pillars, it's kind of a theme of Mount Rainier. We could be doing that one here with a theme of the river. And then so we would be identifying what do we have that makes us a creative district. And, you know, there are things like the theater and the art store, the co-op across the street, the Carriage Museum, the Raymond Theater, those things we would identify. And the first step we can get started is knowing what's the district. And historically, they have to be walkable. Obviously, it's not walkable for most people, Raymond to here, but there is the bike connection, the bike path. And recently they expanded that. Walla Walla and a town outside of Walla Walla joined together to become a creative district. So they're beginning to see that as it expands in more rural areas, they need to kind of change what that means. But we need to have a clear outline of what the district is. The borders of the district is the first step. And so I'm here today to, at Bethany's request, to ask you to vote to join us in that process. Question?
In perusing through, it was a long document. It was part of the process. There was reference to needing sponsoring agency.
Yes, and that's why the city of Raymond came to the Willowbrook Community Development Association, because we would act as the sponsor.
You would act as that.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I couldn't see anywhere directly where there was a lot of cost, but there was some commitment in there to that I read as cost, like promotion fee or something like that. Is there anything like that that you can think of?
No.
Okay, there was.
There are some minimal costs in terms of like setting up advertising and that kind of stuff. It's not, and that would be covered by the WCDA.
As the sponsoring agent.
As a sponsoring agency.
Okay. So you're just looking for an endorsement basically from us to say, we support this.
The creation.
There have been several, we've met a few times and several folks from here, artists, people from the theater and stuff who wanted to join. And so we kind of need a formal approval from the city to do that.
Good question. Do you have any examples from other cities that's followed through with this? And so we kind of have a visual aspect of what this is look like.
I just got the Long Beach has just finished their application, and Bill, right? His wife is the mayor of Long Beach.
Oh, Sue.
Yeah.
So Bill Svensson sent me all of that material. So. And I've also been in touch with the people in Tenino, sort of a similar place. They've sent me the stuff that they did.
Here are all the locations.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just curious if they had like any pictures of what they accomplished out of it and stuff, so we kind of have an idea of what we'd be looking to do.
It's really community determined.
I would just ask you, potentially at the risk of having you repeat yourself, and if you do, I apologize, but you said that this would possibly open the door to grant opportunities to help maintain some of our local arts institutions like the Raymond Theater and some other things. That would be a perk of this deal.
And to support maker spaces, and creating spaces for artists to work in. And there's a whole array of those kinds of things that are out there that are just easier to get once we have that designation.
So is that process like one time with this when this application is submitted, or is it something that once you're a member of it, you can continually submit for grants for upkeep and maintenance on institutions like that,
exactly.
Or for other projects?
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, I would motion that we, as the city of South Bend, support the, what do I call it? Arts Washington?
The creative district.
Creative Arts District.
Yeah. Do we have a second? I'll second that. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion from Councilwoman? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be in touch.
Thanks.
Thank you. Alright. Item number 7. I believe we had a kind of discussion, but I do want to kind of just say a few of these words that I brought this forward just like my oath of office to serve as mayor. Words matter. Making a statement such as liberty and justice for all to our community doesn't feel right, and we all come to this conversation with different life experiences. I understand that not all of us have the same opinion, and I respect that. That is why we are here to grow and listen and learn from others' perspective. And so I just wanted to say that, and I appreciate everyone for sharing their thoughts. And if anybody does want to say anything else, that is more than welcome.
So,
If anybody wants to say anything.
yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Okay. So 100% I believe in keeping the pledge. When you look at it from patriotic unity, the pledge serves as a reminder that citizens are part of something bigger than ourselves, fostering a sense of national unity and respect for the country. Honoring sacrifice. For many, reciting the pledge is a way to honor the soldiers and veterans who fought and died for the freedoms of the U.S. Constitution provided, including my family. Acknowledge the founding. I don't believe that under God is not a religious statement, but an acknowledgement of the founders' belief that American freedoms come from the Creator, not the state, providing the basis for our unalienable rights. Optional participation granted to you by your Constitution. The pledge can remain as an optional activity, respecting both those who wish to say it and those who do not. Once again, proving the Constitution still allows individual freedoms. Historical tradition, which has been in this city for many years. The pledge is an ingrained part of the American history, and removing it would mean losing an important symbol of the national identity. Thank you.
Thank you. Did any other councilors want to share anything?
I'd like to say I really liked what Carla said, and we may not have liberty and justice for all, not in my lifetime anyway. But it's something to strive for and to remind us to continue, the way forward with that. And also, if you don't want to say it, you don't have to stand, you don't have to say it, but it takes away from the people that want and need to say it.
Thank you, Councilor Davis.
Yeah, I would, without drawing too much more attention, and I'll be brief, I would just like to objectively submit to the council and everybody in the chamber here tonight that I believe that the flag is emblematic of the very liberty that allows someone to either just choose not to stand and salute it or dismember it entirely from a proceeding such as this. And if that isn't reason to stand and salute it, then I don't know what is. Now, as far as I'm concerned, where those words carry weight with this council, it's incumbent upon us to make sure that we live them out. So, as is tantamount to the democratic process. We're a very small cog in the wheel, but this is where it starts. So if we want to equally dispense justice and liberty to the people in our community, then I'm here to help this council do a fine job of that. So that's my 2 cents on the matter.
You can serve us.
I have a statement. So bear with me because I'm really nervous tonight. It's my first council meeting. I did not expect.
If I can do it, you can do it.
So for me, removing the pledge sends a message. The city is distancing itself from national unity rather than the real issues affecting our community. Removing it does not make our community more inclusive. It just removes a tradition that many of our residents see as a sign of respect for our country and those who have served it. I have many members of my family, including my husband, who have served this country, and I wish to honor them by keeping the pledge as a part of our meetings.
Next item is coalition support for House Bill 18. We all had a chance to read that letter of support. So that letter of support is the draft letter that we would be signing on if we choose to support that. House Bill 1806. So this was sent to us by the lobbyists for AWC. Just to give context, right, where it came from.
Well, from the seafood processors, yes.
Yes, well, the fish, because this is just regarding the fish component of this one. Last year, we were just talking about this earlier. Last year, it had a seafood and fish component, which would have really helped us, right? But this year, they're only having the fish component. You've seen it, right? Yeah.
So from what I read, if I understand that correct, this bill proposes for the state to earmark 50% of that fish landing tax to appropriate back to the communities in which the fish product is landed, rather than going back into the general fund.
Correct.
I don't argue with that.
So instead of being just extra from our community, like we always do, this is returning back to our community in which they've taken. So.
I believe it would only be the cities, it wouldn't be the counties.
Correct.
It's just
the
cities.
city.
But, I mean, that's a start.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No.
If it's not in the state general fund, it's more easily accounted for.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
No, seriously, it goes directly to the city in which it is. So, I would entertain a motion for us to be able to sign on as coalition support to House Bill 1806 for this legislative session.
So moved. Sorry.
It's been moved and seconded to support the coalition support for HB 1806. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, it's unanimous. Next item is
Had 8 UTIs in 1 year.
I'm sorry. That was a little TMI, but official partnering with America 2025. Jan sent an email, which was kind of funny because this, which was included in the packet, but here's the entire thing that they dropped off. They happened to drop it off on the Thursday before.
And I think Christine sent it to me.
Did she? Okay.
Yeah.
But so they dropped it off in person, I guess, on Thursday. So so that's just it would include us on the locations. I'm trying to think of the words and I apologize. My brain's like gone. So, but if you notice that there's like the field trip in the different locations, if you scanned the QR code or were able to look at any of it in advance, it like, so City of Long Beach, City of Raymond, and a few other places have already signed up. I think the museum, right? Yeah, have already signed up. And so it'd just be putting City of South Bend on there, and then it would link directly to our website and stuff like that. And so
What is it?
Is it like a data, it'll put you sort of into a database that you can access of different activities that are gonna be happening, like a day of service in June 14th of 2026, Independence Day celebrations, Museum Day in August. So I think it just gets word out that your community is holding these, I'm assuming, right?
Holding celebration of the 250th birthday.
Yeah. So.
Because it's the 250th birthday. this year.
Who's that promulgated by?
It says at the bottom, America 250 Washington. Yeah, there's a QR code.
Bring your phone, sorry.
You're more than welcome to take my copy. I have a copy scan. So any further discussion?
Like a good idea.
Entertain a motion to officially partner or be included in the materials.
So moved. The only benefit from it.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to officially partner with America 250 Watt. All those in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. Okay, so now we move to the fun stuff. Personal service contract for the chief of police. We'll entertain them. But do you guys usually discuss it before? Or?
No, we just,
Okay.
no.
Okay, I didn't think
This is
so,
really-
but.
Yeah, no, we'd be here till midnight.
That one hurt.
It's a lot of you.
Okay,
So
Second.
so it's been moved and seconded to approve the contract for the chief of police. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And that was unanimous. Now on to item number 12, personal service contract for the city supervisor, building inspector. I'll entertain a motion.
A motion.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the contract for city supervisor and building inspector. All those in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Item number 13, personal service contractor for the city, oh, no, 12, sorry, I apologize. Should put my other. So that might help a little bit. Approval for the service contract for the city clerk treasurer. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the contract for the city clerk treasurer. All those in favor?
Aye.
As unanimous to me. Item number 13, professional service contract for the city prosecuting attorney.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the contract, city prosecuting attorney. All those in favor?
Aye.
Again, unanimous. Item number 14, professional service contract for the Indigent criminal defendants. Contract.
So
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous to me. Okay, the fun one. 15, mayor pro tem appointment. Who wants the role? Is it like not me, who's doing that first?
I nominate Jan. Sorry.
Thanks for stopping the bullet.
I get.
It's actually, I think, for you, you appoint.
You can pick
You
something.
can- you can
Oh,
appoint who you-
okay.
Sorry.
I thought you guys discussed and said who you guys wanted.
No,
thought it was
you figure
that.
out who you want.
Well, I thought you guys decided that one. I was up for that. Well, do you like Darren's recommendation?
Are you gonna teach me how to do it?
Come on, Jan, you can do it. longer than me.
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay.
Thank you.
So for
You
that.
can't not be here ever though.
Pro tem mayor appointment, do I just say it then? If it's mine,
I'll nominate Jan.
okay. I was gonna say, that doesn't
Mayor
make
pro tem.
sense. Okay. Yes,
I'll second.
okay. It's been moved and seconded to have Council Davis serve as the mayor pro tem. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I was like, are you gonna make me say it? All right. Item number 16. 2026 council committee discussion. So just wanting to make sure that everybody is good with their committee assignments. Did you see?
Are we gonna use the committees?
Yes. Good. So we're
For 8 years, I've never been called to say anything
So-
on any committee.
So just a second. Where was I for the thing?
Of course, they wouldn't let me into that RC, RW.
Now you're on it, though. Oh, but yeah, there wasn't one today.
Yeah, well,
We learned that.
oh, there wasn't a meeting?
There wasn't a
today?
meeting today. We
Oh.
learned.
Oh, that's nice. I sat there, it's like 18 minutes. I was thinking, they left me in the
We did
waiting
too.
room.
We did too.
But I'm not on there. It looks like Norm.
Yeah.
And Teresa. You get to attend this. Is that what it is? Is that our WCC? Is that something different?
Yeah, but though,
Council position 3 and council position 5 are the current.
she was. Jan was instead of,
It was Bunny and Patricia.
yeah.
Yeah,
So instead of, because Patricia's
still on.
stayed on as secretary, we asked Jan.
Yeah,
Well,
Julia
Mayor
asked me to do
Struck
it a couple of
asked-
months ago, but
Yeah.
I don't have to do it if. You wanna do it, Teresa?
Be on the wastewater. There it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's the wastewater?
That's that one.
The sewer.
The sewer, you can talk about the sewer once a month.
All these are sewer person.
That
committee.
Yeah.
We have to have somebody that's going to attend every meeting. We don't have that now.
Yeah.
So
So that's why.
it's only once a quarter.
Here.
Oh, an hour every 3 minutes.
Okay. It's usually a Zoom.
What time are they,
meeting as well.
Patricia?
1 o'clock, and it's
We don't meet
usually
in person, but it's a Zoom.
the second, depending on what goes on, it's usually the second Monday. Okay, it's next week, so.
And it's at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
And those meetings are at
Okay.
1 o'clock in the
Yeah.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
works.
Well, that's even the
Well,
Zoom.
you don't have to do it.
Okay.
Because they only need 2, right?
Oh, okay.
Pat and, do you need 3? Do you need 3 people or?
I'm just the secretary. I'm
Yeah.
nobody. I just take notes.
So do you not want to be on that? Do you want?
Well, I can do it, but I
Dan
think,
to be on that.
Well, the only
Right.
thing is,
well, he works.
Yeah.
the problem is for me at 1 in the afternoon, some days it might be fine and other days it might be really tough to even Zoom in,
Yeah.
depending on what I have going.
Well, if you need a 3rd person.
So I'd hate to just
for
not
me.
be viable.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you want to switch with her?
I think we need 2.
Yeah, I think you just need,
Because Patricia doesn't
Secretary
count
Outside the city.
outside
Yeah.
the city.
She's the secretary for-
oh, okay.
Yeah. So. Do you want?
I mean, I would,
Do you have a?
this is my first meeting. They're all the same to me at this point, but I would, does one speak to me?
Patricia, how
If I was to switch with Jan,
Yeah, let's see, I could give you,
I mean, I do have an knowledge of the fire
I
department.
could give you the fire department. How's that? I'll trade you.
It's a deal.
Okay, all right.
For that.
There was no money slid under the table.
No,
That was all- You saw that.
we don't have any.
Yeah.
Everybody else is great with their assignments and everything. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay. Did you catch that, David? Thank you so much. Okay, wonderful. Appreciate. Department head reports. We'll start with Chief Steve.
I'll be certifying with the academy shortly that we've met all of our training requirements for the police department for 2025. So that was a pretty good accomplishment. Other than that, business as usual right now. Things are starting to pick up a little bit. We have a couple in-depth investigations that the guys are just received. so it's gonna take some time, but like I said, other than that, business is normal.
Thank you so much. Happens. All right, city supervisor Halk.
I don't have a lot. You guys may have noticed the grain that was down at the docks there doing some work. There was some pile that were driven by them, when they did the upgrade to the dock damage, and we had to go down and cut those pile out and straighten the dock back out basically, so it's still working with us. And, it seems to be working, so hopefully we won't have that issue any longer. Other than that, it was typical business as usual for this time of year, lots of drainage and stuff like that. That's about all I have.
Thank you.
Dennis, I got a quick question for you. Since the torrential downpour has, been gone for a couple weeks now, how are things looking at the head end of the swamp up there? I mean, have things cleared out sufficiently for the time being, or is there still a lot of runoff coming down through?
Just the amount of rain that came in just overwhelmed our system.
Right. Right.
But yeah, it's been clear.
Right.
And we do monitor that all the time, especially when we know there's gonna be a big weather front.
Right.
Like that.
So is, looking at maintenance and maybe some modification to our drainage capacity up there, is that something that we should have on the periphery, like, upcoming for the summer months?
Absolutely. We've been kind of talking with the company about maybe doing that, mucking that area out.
Yeah.
And seeing if they can help with some of that.
It's been done before, but it's been several years ago, correct?
That's correct. I think they've done it twice now.
Okay.
But as far as the infrastructure goes, we need a lot of money and feasibility study to see what we can do to actually open that up.
Sure.
Bigger capacity, larger, volumes of water coming through.
I also have some questions about the flood. I completely realized that there was an unprecedented amount of rain that we had in a very short period. But what are we doing to prepare when we see that amount of rain coming our way? Are we making sure that all the drains are functioning? Are we making sure all the pumps are working?
Absolutely.
Are we going down and opening the floodgate at low tide to let all that?
We do that. We start in spring and it goes throughout the summer.
Okay.
And everything, yeah.
Okay. I know that, especially for my area and Darren's area, we both live on the flats. And we get the collection of everybody's water. We have a failing drain system, which, for all the drains, they don't connect. Some of them are failed. Sometimes people don't even have drains in their yards, that connect to anything. It's just like an open ditch. Is there a plan in the future, hopefully, to connect all the drainage and make sure that everything gets drained and can make its way out rather than just sitting and going nowhere?
Well, sometimes the tide's the influence on that, right?
Yeah.
And every project that we have, every street project, we try to include a lot of the stormwater issues that are in town. And that, so it works, both handed. It goes with the street project and the utility, I guess, the water or sewer issue or sewer or stormwater issues we have.
But there's been a lot of roadways that haven't been upgraded in years.
It depends on the funding. Some
Right.
funding will only take care of a certain portion of it and others will take care of a bigger portion of it. So we
Right.
utilize whatever we can.
Right. So is there a plan to go out and assess which ones are failed and which ones need to be replaced then?
We kind of know for the most part which ones have issues. A lot of the old CMP pipe in town is rotten,
Right.
and we'd have to rely on grant funding basically to fix those as they come along. We don't have the funds in-house to deal with it right now.
And when we see that amount of rain coming, are we making sure that our pump systems are all working?
Yeah, absolutely. We do that regardless, even if we.
Okay.
Well,
And I have one more question. Who goes out and checks on the city when we get that amount of rain? Like, I had to call for barricades? Like, it seems like we're just sitting out there,
Well,
like sitting ducks.
We have a pretty small crew. We start at one side of town and, you know, as soon as people start calling, we start hitting different areas. We work with the department, the fire department, and
We were down
assess-
here when that all took place, so.
Right.
Yeah, there was 5 of us out, you know, which was basically everybody
Mhm.
and including myself. We did the best we could to get everything out, get the barricades and all that stuff out.
Yeah. And it would be helpful in my neighborhood at least, to have a couple stop signs put in. Because what happens is my yard floods really bad. Okay, it's been like 6 inches from coming into my house. That's when I have to call and go outside and act like a crazy person and yell at people for, you know, running through water, because what they do is they go on the top of the hill, especially kids, because kids, you know, they think it's fun. Not real fun when you're the homeowner. They go up on the hill and then they go as fast as they can, and the water's over the roadway and it just splashes into my yard and into the neighbor's yard. So it would be helpful to have a stop sign put in there to stop people at the corner of,
First and.
no, at the corner of, Monroe and Water, right there. So they come off the hill, stop, and then they can proceed. So when there's water there, they can't just, I mean, they obviously probably will, but, you know, run through the water like it's not there, jeopardizing my home.
Yeah,
and my neighbors.
I will say that this last month, we had more barricades out on the East End flat than we ever have in my experience. And it really helped the police department from having to be down at that end of town trying to police and make sure people weren't cruising through there. And it freed a couple of us up that were out to deal with Central Street and get the people out of the trailer park that needed help getting out of there. So, you know, I know the public works guys were out, they were setting barricades up, and that was extremely helpful. And I think a lot of it had to do with the time of night. You know, we didn't have this many looky-loos out cruising around. But I think that in a situation, are you talking about doing like a temporary stop sign for when it's flooding or
Forever.
forever?
Yes. Yes, because even when there's no flood, people come flying off that hill. And by the time they hit the stop sign, they're probably doing 30
For 50.
or more.
Yeah.
Central.
They have-
What happens?
Right.
We have similar complaints on at Broadway and Monroe
Yes.
as well.
And yes, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not only would it help during, you know, the floods, but it would help slow those people down. And we got kids running around on e-bikes and they're not paying any attention and, you know, it's just an accident waiting to happen, in my opinion. So no, I'm not like trying to say we didn't do a good job during that time. I just had questions I needed answered. So thank you for that, Dennis.
You had a comment. Anybody else?
I want to pick on Dennis.
And thanks, Chief Gary.
You know what? The Monroe and Broadway has been brought up before, and as far as the police department is concerned, I don't have any opposition to that. I know that there's been complaints from the school, there's been complaints from transit. I can see the need for it there, and I wouldn't be opposed to supporting that decision of putting a stop sign specifically at Broadway and Monroe.
You mean water?
No, Broadway and Monroe, but Water in Monroe that Teresa's asking about in addition to, I don't see any reason that the police department would object to that either. So.
I'm sorry, when you say Broadway and Monroe, do you mean going the other way? Because there's already a stop sign.
Currently, there's already one there,
So
but
it'd become a
on
four-way
Broadway.
Oh, on Broadway.
Yes,
Oh,
because
really?
that's where we get the majority of our complaints is people going down Broadway. But I've supported that in the past. It didn't happen, but I do, and I don't have a problem with it.
if you guys want them, we'll put them up.
Thank you.
I think, we'll need to
We
flag
have-
them and
Yeah.
we'll probably make it, we'll be lenient at first as far as enforcement goes. Just like any new four-way stop. It'll take some time for people to get used to it,
Adjusted.
but
Thank you.
Thank you. Fire chief meeting.
Hey, where's the fire alarm on Wednesdays at 6? It doesn't go off anymore.
Well, half the time we don't get toned out for it, but we've been having an issue with our sirens, so we're trying to get that fixed.
I don't know what day it is. It doesn't go off.
I know, right? We don't know what date and time it is.
Now that you mentioned it, I haven't been having my weekly heart attack at 6 o'clock. Oh crap, I gotta go.
Clerk Johnson.
To be brief, we have money in the bank and our bills are paid. We were doing all right.
That's always the first part. So item 19, I just, want to say that I was extremely grateful for Mayor Struck. What you all don't know is that she was very gracious with her time and created a binder for me with a lot of very useful information and really was setting it for success in a lot of different ways. So I just wanted to express my gratitude and also share that with you all because it's very important that she gets recognized for that. And it's like week 2, so grateful to be here and grateful for all of the citizen participation. So we are to number 19, public comments. Yes. Patricia.
On the SB 1806.
House Bill 1806?
Yeah. The monies that come to us, does that have any strings attached to it? Like somebody's gonna help us decide where to put it? Where into whose coffers does that money go?
It would go
Are there
into
any
the
strings attached to it?
cities. It goes directly into the cities. And I believe it goes straight into our
General fund.
huh?
I
Did
can't
it
remember.
say
I thought
roadways?
I thought it might have said something about road maintenance.
I think so.
I can't remember for sure,
I
but
think
yeah.
it does. Doesn't it say streets and street improvements? Like, I think it has to do with streets.
Essential infrastructure, water supply, roads, wastewater
Yeah.
treatment.
Yeah, okay. So it does
Services
come with
and
So a lot of the things that we were just talking about. All of those wonderful things that we were just
We get to
discussing.
make that decision. I mean, you all
Yeah.
get to make that.
Correct. Okay. Thank you for the question.
Jen brought up something about committees, and I don't know how much you've utilized them in the last few years. but
Never.
they've historically been underutilized. Rarely do they meet. I would guess that the last time the fire committee met was when Carla was there.
Yeah.
We've never had a committee meeting, have we, Darren, since you've been here?
I have a plea,
You meet with them regularly?
not regularly. It's usually on an as need, if these bounce ideas or
met
just,
with Buddy and Darren.
Oh.
yeah, or just a progress report kind of thing, yeah.
Seems like maybe once a year it would be not a bad idea, at least.
Well, actually, it's not my time.
Yeah, we'll get there. Okay, we'll let Bob finish with his.
That was it.
Oh, okay.
I think they've been underutilized and probably be not a bad idea.
Yeah. It's a great
use
way
them a
for
bit.
citizen participation too.
They would be open to, I guess.
Mhm.
Well, there's only 2 council members on.
I don't think they're not meetings, they're open, it's to.
They're not,
could be.
they probably wouldn't be announced, so
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would. be
We'll see have to see how it
excluded.
works, since
Yeah.
we've never done it. Whatever.
Thank you. Jerry Bowman.
I would just like to say that, being that this is the first meeting of the new administration, I would like to thank all the new members, the ones that have been recently elected, the new members of the city, the mayor. Thank you for your service. A lot of us in the audience have sat up there before. Sometimes it's not easy, but I appreciate it because not everyone wants to be up there. And it's great that there's people like you guys that step forward and do that. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
They all need the money, that's why.
But you guys are getting paid?
Anybody else? Anybody online? Oh, sorry, Don.
Well, I would sure like to thank the whole council for their support on the flag issue. Means a hell of a lot to me. Thanks again, all of you.
Thank you, Don. Anybody online say anything? Nope.
I can see
Okay.
anybody.
All right. Council comments.
Where do you want to start? Let's start with Norm.
You want to start with Norm?
Hey.
Start in reverse order, I guess, today.
I guess I would just, if there's nothing particularly expected of me to be said here, for my portion of this, I guess I would just like to say that since this is my first meeting, it's kind of a trial by fire having a full house here. So, but that's good. It's good to see the public engagement here. I would also like to say that since we let off with a somewhat contentious issue, I am pleased with the level of professional discourse that we have been able to enjoy here in this meeting. So, and I look forward to that being the standard set for the remainder of my time here, however long that may be. And I look forward to working with this council on whatever issues may come. So.
Probably got the worst meeting of your career already over.
We'll see.
You never know.
We'll see. I'm the only guy on the planet Earth that gets worse at things with practice, Don. So give me time.
So Davis?
Oh, well, I was just gonna say that I would like to see the council have workshops on different subjects and open to the public. One of my main ones is the water sewer rates. How did we come up with it to begin with? Are we on track? There's a lot of complaints about the water and sewer rates, and if the public and if the council, we could learn, because we have 2 new counselors, and learn how everything works and why it costs as much as it does. And just, workshops if we, want to learn or spend time on something.
But that's one of your first suggestions.
Yeah.
Forensic explanations into things like that, would be very appreciated on my part.
Well, because we can't, see why is the water bill so high? Well, because it is, because we don't have enough people to.
That's what I tell them when they ask.
We need more water.
I like that. It's simple. It's easy to remember.
We need more people to move here, and yeah.
Right. Okay.
I really don't have much. I just want to thank you all for coming tonight and voicing your opinion, and I appreciate everyone's opinion, whether they agree with me or not. But I appreciate your time, and I hope you continue to come to the meetings, because I think it's important for our citizens to understand what's happening at our city level.
Thank you.
Norm kind of said what I was going to say. We've always been a council that didn't always agree in the past, but we that's laughing. But what's nice is that we can disagree, we can come to a conclusion, and we're still friends at the end of it. And I look forward to that same camaraderie here, and we'll work through stuff. And I appreciate also tonight how things went. Could have been really ugly, but I just appreciate how everybody handled it. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, guys, I've been kind of around in here since about 2012, got on the planning committee, and then came into the council. And I gotta say, we've got a better turnout here tonight than we probably had on any of our voting that has went all the way across the city. Okay. I thank every one of you guys for coming out tonight. It truly means a lot to us. It truly means a lot to our veterans. And that is something to say that we are still united as a country. Okay. And I respect that. Everybody else, welcome to the council. Hopefully we don't have to deal with anything like this ever again. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much. And I think it is very important that we acknowledge and recognize, citizen participation. That's very, and I do hope that we have a lot of people participating in all of this, and not just for contentious items. It's like we want government citizens and the community to be participatory in the government. That's how we have a functioning government, and it makes a stronger government for that. So hopefully we will see you all here on a regular basis. And so really do appreciate everyone's time and your opinion. Jerry and I don't often agree on very many topics, but we can sit and visit and talk, and some other people in the room, same type of thing. But we have respect at the end of the day, and that's the thing. I mean, I was raised that way. You don't have to have the same opinion, but you still come to the table and you have a conversation with them. And that is the way that I will always continue to be. And so I just appreciate everyone for sharing your opinions and your beliefs. So that's my future topics, agenda topics. Nothing?
You can bring another one.
I can bring it up.
Yeah, you bring the people in here.
There you go.
Bring them in. Get another banger for next time. I like it.
What I can do. Not. Okay, really though, seriously, nobody has no.
No, we don't usually, and we're
Okay.
we're pretty boring people. Something will come up.
There will be something, but I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
And moved and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
I think those are opposed to say.